Hi, boys and girls. Remember that this week I was taking our math lessons a little bit out of order. This was yesterday's lesson, 611, but I have this chart up here just because I wanted to go over the rules for questions that we have to ask ourselves when we do triple digit subtraction. Today's lesson is actually 610. So before we begin that, I wanted you to remember that every time we have subtraction with 2 or 3 digits, we must ask these questions first. Remember, we have to ask in the ones, is the bottom number bigger? And if it's not, we can go ahead and subtract. If it is, then remember, we have to ungroup the tens first. Question 2 then is in the tens, is the bottom number bigger? Once again, if the answer is no, it's not bigger, we can go ahead and subtract. And then if it's yes, we go ahead and ungroup the hundreds and move them over. Today is going to be practicing that with zeros. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put another little piece of tape up here. Okay. So today we're going to be practicing that lesson 6-10 with zeros. Remember, as you are doing this on scratch paper, I really recommend that you stretch out the numbers. Don't make them teeny weeny because then it gets really messy up here. Okay, we're going to start with our first question. In the ones, is the bottom number bigger? Do I need to ungroup to get more ones? And no, I don't. Because the bottom number is not bigger. 8 take away 6 is 2. Next step, in the tens, is the bottom number bigger? Yes, it is. And so we need to ungroup to get 10 tens. This is supposed to be tens, sorry. So yes, we need to ungroup. So we're going to go over to the hundreds. We're going to take the hundreds, make that 4 hundreds and 10 tens. We're going to add it to the 0, which of course 10 plus 0 is 10. And we're going to say 10 take away 4 equals 6. And now 4 take away 3 equals 1. For those of you who are more comfortable with drawing it out, I wanted to illustrate that one more time too. So I drew out 5 hundreds and 8 ones. Now I didn't draw the bottom symbols because I thought, let's just try putting the numbers and see if that's not confusing. So we've got 508 minus 346. Okay, this is 8, this is 6. In the ones, is the bottom number bigger? Nope. 8 take away 6 is 2. But we've got no tens. I can't subtract 4 from nothing. So I'm going to take one of these hundreds and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's still 100. I just broke it apart into 10 tens. Now I can take away 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got 6 tens. 4 hundreds take away 3 hundreds is 100. So we've got 162, 162. So whichever way you are comfortable with, please use that method. I'm going to do short, short, long, short, and short as we practice. So I hope that you have paper with you and you can practice along with me. Okay, in this one, let's ask the question, in the ones, is the bottom number bigger? Yes, it is. So I'm going to ungroup my 9 tens and make it 8 tens. And I'm going to add 10 over here. 10 plus 0 is 10. I like to circle it. 10 take away 2 is 8. Okay, I am done with my ones. In the tens, I've got an 8 and a 7. Is the bottom number bigger? Nope. I can do 8 take away 7. It's 1. And then in my hundreds, 7 take away 2 is 5. So this answer is 518. Let's try another one. Move that up a little closer. In the ones, is the bottom number bigger? Yes, it is. So once again, 4 tens becomes 3 tens and 10 ones. 10 added to 0 is 10. 10 take away 8 is 2. Now I ask my next question. In the tens, is the bottom number bigger? Nope. So 3 take away 1 is 2. Oh, and 3 take away 1 is 2. Well, look at that. What did that number come out to be? 222. Okay, friends, today you're going to come across some exercises in Think Central where you've got 2 zeros at the top. Remember, when you have 2 zeros at the top, you've got a fast pass to go right over to the hundreds. Let me show you. In the ones, is the bottom number bigger? Yes. In the tens, is the bottom number bigger? Yes. I can't take away numbers from nothing. So before we work on that, let's do the long method. I drew 500, which has no tens and no ones. I'm going to take away 263. I can't take away 3 from nothing. I can't even ungroup or take away 6 from nothing. So I've got to start with my hundreds. And I'm going to break that apart into 10 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I don't want to subtract yet because I've got to ungroup one of my tens and make it 10 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm ready to subtract. 3, take away 10. 1, 2, 3, and this answer in the ones is 7. I've got 9 tens, take away 6 tens, and that answer is 3. And remember, these 500s, we ungrouped one. It was still 500, but we ungrouped it. And so now we've got 400s, take away 200s, and it's 200. What does that look like if we're doing it the short way? Bottom number is bigger, bottom number is bigger. I've got a fast pass to go all the way to the 100. That gives me 10 tens. Don't subtract yet because I still have a 0 here. So my 10 tens becomes 9 tens and 10 ones. I'm going to put that up at the top and circle it, and now I can subtract. 10 take away 3 is 7. 9 take away 6 is 3. And 4 take away 2 is 2. And my answer is 237. Let's try 2 more of those just for practice, and I hope you're practicing also with your scratch paper. So in the ones, is the bottom number bigger? Yes. In the tens, is the bottom number bigger? Yes. 2 zeros gives me a fast pass to go right to the hundreds. My 500s becomes 400s. Oh, you know what? I already did this problem right up here. My thought when I planned this was to show the long way and the short way. But you know what? We already did that right there. So let's skip over to one more example. Okay, in the ones, is the bottom number bigger? Yes. And I can't ungroup my 0, so fast pass all the way to the hundreds. So my 900 becomes 800 and 10 tens. Now I ungroup my 10 tens to 9 tens and 10 ones. 10 take away 5 is 5. 9 take away 3 is 6. And 8 take away 1 is 7. Okay, friends, even though it seems hard, we know that we can do hard things. That's number 1. And the more we practice something, the better we get. So we're going to head on over to Think Central, Lesson 6-10, and we're going to try our best on that. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.